Free music from Napster looks like it's saying goodbye Friday night at midnight. Now, the appeal is already in order, but a federal judge has laid down the law and said, yeah, this is stealing. Can't do this anymore. So Napster will be shut down. Now, it'll probably reappear very shortly as something else, but probably unsigned artists, things like that. Times where you can go on, man, I made a CD for Carol last week, over the weekend. It was so fun.
Yeah.
You know, you have these CD burners on your computers now. And so I'm like, give me a list of your 10 favorite songs. And she gave them to me, and I downloaded them from Napster and put them on a CD and gave it to her. Now, I can't find that CD in a store to go buy that. I didn't take any money away from the record labels then, did I?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Well, is the quality the same when you do that?
Not quite, but it's really
pretty close.
It's really good, though. It's good enough. If you're not an audiophile, it's good enough.
Now, if you're an artist, how do you feel, though?
You're screwed. Right?
I
see
would
both
think they'd be
sides.
for the people, though. I would think.
How big of an artist am I?
Yeah.
If I'm Mariah Carey, I think you're taking food out of my mouth. If I'm a new, and believe me, she's very very territorial about that. If I am a new artist, though, I'm thinking this is an unbelievable way to get in so many people's homes. But as Jessica Simpson asked me on the show last week, so are you downloading songs you never heard of? No, I'm not. I'm downloading songs that are for sale in the record stores that I might otherwise buy.
Well.
Come on, RJ, give me a good defense for this thing, because I would love to have one. I'm a heavy Napster user.
I am sick and tired of the music industry. I'm sick and tired of the artists, the prima donnas, that are not being creative, that are just recycling everything. I think this is the best thing to happen because it's going to make them be more creative with the CDs that they put out. Why not make it multimedia? You can put videos on your CDs. You can put other stuff on your CDs to give
get
it
people
value.
to buy them.
Yeah.
Not to download them, though, for free. That's the thing, that's what they're upset about.
So with one sweep of the hand, we're going to say that recorded music from this point forward is completely 100% free.
No, but if your friend has a good CD and you want to tape it,
yeah,
is
that's
that
true.
wrong?
That's true.
People
We tape
do that all
stuff.
the time.
Here's Napster's argument. They say, you know what, we're just a bigger version of what is completely legal, which is, Al, if you got a CD and you want to loan it to me, there's no law against that.
Exactly.
If I want to loan one back to you, fine. Now we invite Cecil Club, and she gives you a CD, I give you a CD, you give us each a CD, then we invite in RJ. Now we got 4 people doing it. Well, when we get to about 5 people, all of a sudden, this is kind of tough to manage, you know? I mean, I don't know who's got whose CDs or who belongs to whom. So we'll have one person whose job it will be to dole out the CDs to everybody, okay? But no money's changing hands.
CD pimp.
Yeah, nobody's paying anything.
Not even that, man. All Napster did was set up a big database so everybody that has one can say, hey, I have this, write it down, click here to get it.
For those who don't know what it is not this big warehouse of music on Napster's computer. There is no Napster computer. Napster has created a way for you to designate a certain part of your hard drive so that everybody else who wants to can get on that part of your hard drive for the purpose of downloading any music that you have on there. So you take your CDs and you put them on your hard drive, and then everybody else does it, and then we all get together, we connect with each other, and through this database, we're able to look up each other's songs and download them. It's no different than if I were calling you up and saying, can I borrow your Eminem CD this weekend? But when
people are still buying. People still buy CDs.
Sure they do.
Exactly.
Record sales are up 30% this past year.
Because now you can listen to it. You can, decide if you want it. And then,
Yeah.
And it's helped me out in both ways. It's helped me listen to a CD that I'm not sure if I want to get yet.
Exactly.
It's made me decide, no, I'm glad I didn't go out and waste my money on this. And it's making me say, yeah, I'm definitely going to go get this.
Working on the radio, you get free CDs on them, and you're willing to wait for them, and you can suck up to Mr. Ed enough. But Napster has caused me to do something that I haven't done in years, and that's go into record stores and buy albums, because I'll hear a couple of cuts on Blink 182, and I know we don't play a lot of Blink 182. It'd be a hassle to get the CD here. I'll go buy it. I never would have done that before. They're making money off me.
Yeah, it's.
Tech is on the phone. Tech is the manager of Sons of Harmony, and Tech is holding a press conference today, 2:00. Where is this, Tech?
Gypsy Tea Room.
At the Gypsy, okay. And what is the point of this, Tech? What are you doing?
Really, it's about independent choice. That's kind of what all this boils down to. It's not really Napster that I have a problem with or support. It's about my own choice to freely distribute the copyrighted music that we own at Maximum via the internet. That's kind of our position.
That's the other side of it. They're telling you you're not allowed to give your music away.
Right. Exactly. So what we're doing is holding a press conference and inviting all local artists and major artists that are local also, to come out and support their right to say we want to freely distribute our music via the internet.
Okay.
And on that, and by using Napster. I'm working with Napster's vice president, Liz Brooks, so she'll be in attendance, and it's just all about our own choice.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How does Napster pay a vice president? Where do they make their
How
money?
do you pay them now? How do they pay them now?
How do they make money? People ask me this about
It's
radio
all
stations all the time.
invested.
How do radio stations make money? You know, they forget about the
Yeah,
commercials.
They
How
took
does-
the position not to create a revenue model because of all this chaos, but they did raise a lot of money, and so she has a really nice salary.
So even though we're saying that, even though Napster is saying, you know, no money has ever changed hands here, that is their idea down the road, and that's what the record industry had to worry about. Is eventually they're going to start charging for something that doesn't belong to them.
Well, yeah, but they were basically going to get with them and decide the revenue model. They weren't trying to go around them. They said this exists, this demand for this exists between music consumers.
Yeah.
And we want to join forces with you and create a revenue model.
Tech-
But they threw their hands up and said no.
What are the chances of saving this thing now?
Saving Napster?
Yeah, in its current incarnation.
Well,
Not good.
not good. What's going to happen is, they're going to have to take a position, and the main one right up front is going to be people who own their own music. People who own their own music and want to use Napster will be able to use Napster, and I'm one of them. My revenue model records is going to be.
But I can't. I can't share songs that I've downloaded with friends and stuff. I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
No.
Okay.
That'll end tomorrow evening.
Is the public welcome at this press conference?
Yes, it's a public event. Yes.
2 o'clock, Gypsy Tea Room. Thanks, Tech.
Thank you.
See you there, man. All right.
I just don't see how that will last. That ban can last.
Sally,
Yes.
what do you think?
I think the Napster's wrong.
Oh.
I think that things like what Tech wants to do, that's one thing. When he's licensing them to use the music, then that's okay. But if they don't have licenses to use the music, then they're stealing from artists, and they're even though Mariah Carey makes millions of dollars, it's her right to make those millions of dollars.
Okay, can I tape a song off the radio?
Well, that's different.
Why?
Because you're talking about millions and millions of people who have access to these files as opposed to loaning and taping CDs. I mean, the law says that that's wrong, too, but of course...
Well,
But there's
wait a
more
minute,
people
wait a
that
minute,
can
Sally.
trade CDs than
Yeah.
that can download from Napster.
And millions of people can tape a song off the radio.
Yeah.
That's not hard. I mean,
No, it's not hard. It's not hard, but you're not getting a digital, professional quality recording off the radio. You may miss the first second. You may get a DJ talking
true.
in there.
But I could also argue I'm not getting a digital first cut quality off of Napster either. It's not CD quality. I've actually purchased a CD because I wanted a better quality than what I was getting off Napster.
Well, I think Napster would be okay if they were licensed by the record companies and the artists. But you see these artists like Metallica who are very much against it because their whole catalog is on there and they didn't give permission for it to be there.
Right.
And so they're losing sales. And this is a band who wallowed around in obscurity forever and just in the last few years is seeing the light of day.
Not true. They've been around forever and had their heyday back in the 80s. I mean,
They've made multiple millions.
You know.
But she says that's not
That's
the point.
beside the point.
But
though.
that's really not the point. Exactly. It's their music. It's their license. It's their right to continue to make money off their music, for as long as they choose. And if they have extra cuts or B-sides, or rarities that they want to give to Napster to download, that's great. And that's what Napster should be for. And you're right. New artists should be there. It should be an option for people to go into programs like this and download this music that's unavailable and to start a buzz.
Thanks for calling, Sally.
She makes a good point.
Yeah, she does. Let's take this out of music for a minute and let's put it on something else. What if we could do this? And I know that those of you who are computer savvy know that there is a way to do this with software.
Oh,
What if instead of downloading the new song by Eminem, you could download Microsoft Windows 98, and it's just like loaning it to a friend, right? Same principle seems more wrong, doesn't it? Is it because the end value is higher? Because
with stuff like
if I
that,
want to download Quicken, for example, it's no different process. A friend has it on their hard drive. They got the setup files there.
Send it to you.
You can do that.
Yeah.
I think the difference for me is music is an art form, and you're doing that to express it. You're not doing it for the money. You're lucky to be getting money
that's
for
very
it.
puritanical.
I
don't
like
know.
that. I like that. I agree.
You ask any of those bands that are making millions of dollars now why they started. They started making music because they liked the music.
Some
They want to
musicians,
share their
it did
lyrics.
something for them, you know?
some musicians are not allowed to be rich. It's the rich.
They're already rich. If they're
It's-
complaining that much, I mean, it's pocket change. Let's
So
face
it's the
it,
money that
Metallica's not
screwed music,
hurting.
in your opinion. Money has
Yes,
screwed
it
up
takes
music.
away. Look at it. It takes away all their passion.
Yes.
Takes away everything from it.
There'd be no Britney Spears. Hello, Shannon.
Yes.
Hi. Hi. On the air.
Well, I was just calling to let kids know I totally agree with you on this Napster ruling. There's nothing being done wrong. Everyone is sharing songs that they want to hear. No money's being exchanged. And for the most part, you can't even get a whole CD off of Napster. You can get one or two songs off the CD where you can make, the CD that you want, where you have, different artists. So when you are in your car listening to a CD, you don't have to have a CD in there that there's only two songs off the CD that you want to
That's
hear.
right. That's right.
The whole thing is crazy.
Thanks,
and for
Shannon.
the people that don't agree, I don't see what their point is, because nothing is being done wrong. It's just everyone is sharing.
Thanks for calling, Shannon.
Thanks.
But you're
Well,
not
there-
sharing with the permission of the person that came up with it in the first place.
Just like when I hand you a CD that I bought, I don't have permission from the artist or the record company to loan it to you, do I?
What?
And I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm
Yep.
allowed to loan you anything that I want. When money starts to change hands, then it becomes bootleg. But that's not what's going on here.
And you look at Napster, all it is file sharing software.
Yeah.
It's in their name. It follows it everywhere. Anywhere in print, you see
Now,
it.
before Napster freaks, do something drastic today, I have one word for you:
What?
Nutella.
Excuse me?
Nutella. Gnutella.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just as quickly as one goes, another one comes in, because all this is technology. It's a way for me to log on to your computer and share files from a certain directory with you. That's all it is. And you can take away, the licensing and the product and all of that, but that right to do that, that ability to do that will still be there. And these products are popping up everywhere.
Right.
Search the internet for a product called Nutella. It does exactly what Napster does, and it's under the radar screen right now.
Cool.
While everybody's shutting down Napster and worried about Napster, Nutella now has thousands, if not maybe millions, of songs available online.
Good to know.
There's going to come a time when they're going to have to deal with this. This is the way people are going to do it.
There's just
you can't
more and
always
more.
dictate through the courts how people are going to
Yeah.
react.
It's a monster. You can't stop it. It's already
And I'm glad.
snowballed.
Yeah, it's good.
I am too. I don't
time for a
see anything
change.
wrong with it. You cannot charge people for information.
Corey?
Yes.
Yeah, of course you can.
No, I don't think it's right.
You can't charge people for
You
information.
can. They do. I don't think it's right. I don't think you can say, I have this knowledge, I have it written down, but you have to pay for it. I mean,
It's the very basis of the information technology that's
And free
made this
enterprise.
country great in the last 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We sell information.
but sharing it.
You're so Gen Y.
You can't share it.
Dude.
What about books? You can read books online.
No, we should all run around on potato sacks.
Yeah. Just pass the Cheetos. dude.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Hi, Corey.
Hi.
Hi.
My question about, your analogy about loaning your CDs to somebody else. Well,
Yeah.
you're not loaning it to somebody else, you're giving them a copy of it. If you had a group of people that are loaning each other their CDs, well, when you loan it to them, they now have it, and you don't have it anymore. But
And again, I'll stick with your analogy, perfectly legal. If I want to burn Al a copy of my M&M CD, that's perfectly legal.
only if you use it yourself. If you burn a copy of it and give it to somebody else, that's illegal.
If I burn a copy of that CD and loan it to Al, that's legal.
Not if you keep the original, because then it's a copy. You're not loaning him your original license. When you bought the CD, you bought the license to have a copy of that music. When you burn a copy, give it to somebody else, they didn't pay for the license to use that music.
But even if it's quote unquote illegal, you do that, right? You would tape something from a CD or burn a CD, right?
Technically, I think he's right.
Yeah, I think technically you may be right, but does that really, just because it's illegal, is it wrong?
Well,
Everybody's doing it.
But everyone is doing. We've always done that. I wouldn't have most of the music I have if I couldn't do that.
It comes down to morals.
If you have a CD and you tape it and you listen to the tape in your car, you still own the CD at
Right.
home.
But haven't you ever made a tape for a friend? Off a CD that you own?
Well, of course we
How
have.
about Corey? How about a girlfriend? Like, these are her favorite 10 songs.
A mix
Our little
tape.
love songs. I'm going to put them
Okay.
on a cassette and hand it to her. You've broken the law there. You've violated that copyright.
Yeah, but just because I've done it doesn't mean it's right.
Okay.
No, it just doesn't mean it's legal, but it's right.
Yeah.
Right,
So-
but there's no way to regulate you doing that, right?
Right.
So why should it be now?
Because the public shouldn't be able to facilitate people breaking the law.
Gosh.
No, he's
We
right.
should do it in private.
I disagree.
No, he's right. I think he's
I
right.
completely disagree.
And you're asking the internet to facilitate you breaking the law to make it easier.
But maybe we should change the law. That's what it comes down to. It's not, the law doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Either get rid of
The
the
law.
tool or change the law.
By changing that law, you've eliminated the whole copyright law.
The whole copyright law, or just...
Well,
so you're saying if we do that with music, it's going to branch out to a lot of other things.
Sure, if you take away the law for music, it applies to books, it applies to everything, software.
And then there'll be no financial incentive to create.
Right, you lose the free enterprise system by removing copyright.
And you'll have better creations then, like you said.
Exactly.
RJ.
If financial
about music.
money is
I'm
the
not so
motivator,
sure that removing the financial incentive to create makes me have better creations. You stop paying me to work here,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm better.
What's the motivation then?
But
You know?
isn't it, I mean, if we're dealing with music, though, it's about
Yeah.
the music. So you sit down, you write a song. Is it really about the money, or is it about the music that you're trying to get across?
Well, it depends. Maybe I'm able to do that. Maybe I'm able to sit down and create and make that music because I don't have to work 15 hours a day to make a living for my family because people are buying my albums.
Yeah, but if you take away the copyright law, then you produce one album, everybody in the whole rest of the world copies it, you
Yeah.
don't make any money.
You make $12.
But like you said, kid, you'll get something off that, and then you'll go and buy it because you want a better copy. You wouldn't have bought it in the first place.
I will. I understand that it's illegal. I think the record companies are being very short-sighted in trying to get rid of it. That's what I'm saying.
the solution is give us, the public, an incentive to buy your CD other than the music. Put more stuff. There's more stuff that you can put on CDs now.
All of it
There's-
costs money,
Huh?
and their profits go way, way down.
It's not that much more to just slap something else on it, you know? You just burn another...
If you've recorded the video, to burn it onto the CD is not going to cost much more.
Exactly.
And
Just
then-
burn another
Yeah.
track on there and put
people-
the video on.
And then they'll be,
Oh, they could download that
They'll be
too.
Vidster.
well,
There'll be
Yeah.
Vidster, and then you buy that video, and one person buys it. Now it's out there.
then include stuff in your
Unfortunately-
cover art
We are
inside
commies.
the album.
Unfortunately,
Turns
we
out.
live in a digital age where everything can be
Socialism.
given to
Yeah,
everybody
socialism.
else.
Yeah.
Everything can be given to everybody else for free and quick and easy.
Yeah,
And
snap
I don't
of
know
a
how you
finger.
get around it. You just don't.
Yeah.
Is it wrong to share?
Socialist.
We
You
are
know?
socialists, and that's okay. Well,
The only difference between music and a hamburger is I can't digitalize that hamburger and send it to people on the internet. But we certainly don't think that everybody should get free McDonald's hamburgers forever. Why would we?
Well,
Why would
ruin
we
your
think
burger.
that?
We don't, but you're losing the fact that it's music is an art.
I'm more of a businessman than that.
But music isn't a business. It never
generation
should
gap.
have been a business. That's where it went wrong in the first place.
No, the music. Wait a minute.
Wow.
I know what you're saying. I'm with
Do
you.
you feel me?
I'm
Somebody give my
I
back
feel
on
you,
that.
and
It's
I'm
a totally
with you.
totally purist attitude.
Yeah.
Think about where music started before everything else. It was,
Well,
it was
then
entertainment,
nobody-
man.
I'm downloading Baroque off of.
Well, then the first artist should never be paid. Should have never been paid in the first place.
It's your
You should
it's your
just do it
choice to
because
pay
it
them
is-
for it. People start offering money
This
for
guy
it. Of course,
does
you're going to take
Yeah,
it.
but the whole thing, the whole reason behind it is you're doing something you love, and hopefully you can make a living at it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Like what we're doing this. We love doing it, but hopefully we can make a decent living.
They
at it.
can. They're still going to sell CDs.
Right. And don't they get money from the labels? I mean, don't they get when they
Well,
sign?
they won't. They won't anymore.
Sure, they
Oh,
will.
because the labels are going to say, well, what's the point of
But
that?
what's the point of even pressing CDs?
Yeah.
Jim,
Yes.
go ahead.
Yeah, some comment was made that all Napster is transferring information on a file. Well, my thought was if I've got a small radio station in Minnesota, why not pick up KISS FM on the internet and rebroadcast it? Then that way I've got programming for my radio station, but it doesn't cost me anything.
That's right. And then you can sell ads around it and have people subscribe to it, whatever you want to do. And I'm going to be the first one down there with my lawyer going, "You're stealing what I create."
Record company not wanting it to take place.
Yeah. I think the mistake RJ is making is saying that music is different than anything else, and it's not. It's a business like
If
everything
RJ
else.
feels so strongly about that, he should work at a library instead of a radio station.
No, I'm not saying that. I mean, we don't even play music on our show hardly.
Well, not your show, but your radio station does.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, RJ, if you're a pimp,
All right, let's take this down to street level analogy. Here we go.
if you're
Download
a pimp,
this.
and you got a girl that's working, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the girl starts hanging with John over here for free, downloading, so to speak.
I do not want to hear the word floppy.
But, I don't know, I had a point. That's
Yeah,
all.
sure you did.
Al? We'll be back after this.